Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the Skeld map. We're playing as a green player out of the 6th position, and we are ready to rumble here. This was a requested map by someone in the comments, and it actually leads me into, by the way, whoever you were, please identify yourselves. I didn't have the chance to go back and scroll through the comments and remember before deciding to record this, so apologies for that. So drop it down below, but I want to segue that into the channel memberships. I'm not going to try to overly advertise these, but to a message out to my channel members and anybody else who's interested in being a channel member. Something I would like to do going forward, either weekly or maybe like twice a month or something, is have either the Thursday or Saturday videos. Saturday obviously being today. This is kind of resemblant of that request by the player or the viewer who requested it. But essentially, I'd like to have our Saturday videos be Saturday or Thursday, again, be member requested videos. So not inherently all of the settings. Maybe it's a map. Maybe it's a particular game mode you'd like to see me play. I obviously don't want to play like zombies with portals on Simple World all the time, if that's a request that people have. But I'd like to choose a member maybe once a week, maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 weeks, something like that, to decide what I play and play those out and see how it goes, and get a video for you guys that you'd like to see as a membership. And I think that would help encourage more people to become members, possibly. But regardless, we're here. We're going to choose our capital. I like the +2 in the middle of the board on admin, despite not having vision of what's behind me and most of my material being on the left-hand side. None of these wow me as cap choices. None of the spots on the left-hand side. Maybe this one a little bit, but I think I get turn 1 rolled by red or black. So I think this is going to work out better for us here in the middle. There's a chance purple tries to roll like a 9-on-5 here. That would be disappointing because I don't have a great retake opportunity as black rolls left into me there. But this does give me good middle board play if I need it. That's a +4 in cafeteria. It'd be a 4 territory take because of the triple blizzard that's going on up there. But we have arguably the most central cap possible on the board. If anybody routes over the top line of the board, provided I don't lose my capital, they will pass by me. And if anybody routes on the bottom line, there's a good chance that they blue's going to try to take this whole thing, maybe. There's a good chance if they go on the bottom, they may pass in front of it. They obviously can dodge underneath, as white is going to make a bizarre choice to dump all 5 of his troops on this 3 and cruise through me to go left, and he won't get this bonus. So that's why I think this is a very weird play. You know, he'll get the 3-on-1 here. If he rolls this 5 off cap, I have tons of material here to come take. But it's kind of a strange play by him there. Red's going to take this bonus here. I'm interested to see where purple goes. My goal is just take my bonus here, turn 1. Red actually manages to get all of that material into the middle of the board and fortify to the right. So he may have that +4 in the middle now because of where that fortify went, right? I had, what did I have? Cafe wires? No, medbay cam. Oh, I was here. So he may just be on garbage chute and didn't take the whole bonus. I'm not sure. That fortified, again, did go to the right, so we'll see what ends up happening there. Purple does not bother us, so we will start with our 8 troops, hopefully be able to take our bonus. And I don't think I'll be able to snowball that into an additional bonus afterwards. I'll roll this out just for vision. Got a little bit of blue there. We'll roll this up just for vision. Got a little bit of red there. Trying to take a couple extra territories over time if I can. There's a blue 5 back here. I find it hard to believe that that is a naturally spawning 5. And we do not get good dice on it. Lose 4 on the 5, unfortunately. Which is like what you would expect to lose. It's just a little bit disappointing. If red is holding this bonus, he may aggress me with a quick 9 or 10 on 6 here, which would be a little bit unfortunate. I don't think I bother red's line up top. I think I try to play for the bottom here. Quick take of storage would be nice. It's not a fully connected loop, unfortunately, unless, yeah, no, because of this territory here. I could come off of this 2 to the right, maybe. But I think we're going to anticipate some middle board play. I don't believe the black player took the bonus in the first turn. He did not, and he is actually over here. So I think that black cap must be on comms door. He may not be very He may not feel like he wants to let me hold this, which is a little bit disappointing. Blue also does not have a bonus yet, so he did not capture this top left. White, again, is above 12 territories, 12 or more, 12 to 14 territories because of all of that, the taking that he did in here, hitting my 2 and whatnot. Interested to see where the rest of his troops go. I imagine he locks his cap off place for lower engine, which, mind you, this is not a very good cap. It is a breakable bonus and card blockable from the other side. You can navigate around it. It really is not a very impressive capital, unfortunately, for that white player. Now, he's going to continue pushing up this way. I wouldn't be surprised if that Fortify came off cap to hold on lower hall, to be completely honest. Red is still only getting 5. So I'm not sure what that means for me. Purple is getting 9. So I believe there's only the 1+4 on the board. So either purple has territory count or he's rocking like weapons, navigation, or shields, any combination of those. I don't think he's in med bay. He might be. Red did move out of there. He might be in med bay, but I don't think he took upper engine. So I think purple's likely right-hand side, which means if red is capped over there and black is capped over there, then the purple player is stuck behind both of those players. This map is very, very conducive to, especially with the blizzards, trading pockets. Even if they're extended trading pockets, like that player could end up trading with either of these people back here. Now, what gives me the best? I'd like to make sure I can hit this too. And then I think we navigate off of this a little bit to the right. I believe I was correct in that assumption about white pulling at least something off of capital there. I'm not going to take the whole bonus. I think a 9 on, or an 8 on cap is probably fine. I doubt red has a ton of territories. Black does get the 2 here. And this is what I was interested in seeing happen, is I take off of this territory that black sees, and I take quite a few territories so that way if black's paying enough attention, he may consider breaking because he may think I have this bonus. Obviously, I don't. But I was interested to see what he would do if he pushed for this +3 here. I think it's more likely that white tries to push into me, which obviously we know would be a mistake because the white player would leave his own bonus susceptible to a break. Because the benefit of this bonus, and this is true on this bonus all the time, blue's going to play for this. He's getting 10 as well, so that could have been a double bonus take there by blue. Runs into white's material there. So it's possible blue has mid bay and upper engine taken on the same turn. White gets lower engine here. I'm wondering if white now sees blue here a butt next to his 5 and pushes into the blue player off of that. That could be beneficial to me. It's really about not drawing too much attention to myself on a map like this, especially when you know that there's some players who don't have some very strong capitals. But white does take this approach by taking the +2. And he's going to hold here. This 2 will come over this way. Probably a good chance we get broken by white on this next turn. We've seen some aggression from blue up top. Red is now starting with 9, so I believe red has taken the +4 in cafeteria. I'm going to take the rest of this bonus. I think I will get... Okay. I'm not going to take the rest of this bonus, apparently. I have to break red then. If he's going to leave this material down here. I get that he's doing this to take cards, but I have all of this. He saw me take extra cards in here, so I don't want him in here. And he dumped most of his generation on that last turn in here. Purple is being very aggressive. I think this is... I actually don't... I can't guess who this is into. I'm not thrilled with red. I'm very much not thrilled with red here. It is interesting to know that he's capped here, though. So we open his cap with a break. Have a trade-in. This is the limitation of myself, though. I wouldn't be surprised to see myself get aggressed here. If he sets, he can take my cap. If he doesn't set it, I don't love his chances. Although the 8 comes up and hits this, so we would actually need pretty atrocious dice. Mind you, purple actually was getting 5 on that turn. So did he crash out? Not quite. So black, I think, double broke on purple and is now full aggressing them. Purple's still here. They lost those bonuses. Yeah, I'm not thrilled with how Red did not need to put that many troops down here, and I think he knew. Here's my theory about Red: is I think he knew that I was playing for this bonus, and he knew that if I let him, and this is what I thought might happen with Blue, is okay. He just takes the rest of that bonus and fist bumps White, so White's material likely comes into me now too, or they. Oh, you know what? White might actually hit him, and he's either going to hit me or he's going to hit him in the +3 here. And not knowing that Blue likely already has this bonus. I think White is accidentally doing something that's going to irritate the Blue player. He fist bumped Blue, and now I think he's full breaking him, which is hilarious. Because I don't know that that's going to work out well for you. Red only gets 5. He's going to commit this material down here. Gonna slow roll me. It's not working too well for you, friend. Oh, wow. That's some of the worst dice I think I've ever seen. He just rolled all of that off. Sick. All right, we clean him clear out of here then. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted him clear out of here. I got what I wanted without losing a single troop. That couldn't have worked any. I actually thought I was at genuine risk there. Sometimes the luck is in my favor, man. Sometimes I gotta cherish it. Don't always have the luckiest slow rolls here. So, I mean, I let Red hold now. And I also get him out of the bottom of the board. So this is good because this will force him. I think he must know the situation with purple. That would be my best guess. I feel like he's got to know that situation happening with purple and black on the right-hand side, in which case you would feel pretty comfortable taking a card over there. If not, he takes a card into blue and then breaks blue, and that frustrates blue, and we're feeling good about that. Now, here's the issue with White, right? White took whatever he did. If he feels confident in whatever he did and taking a full bonus, he's guaranteed to get broken by blue. I think more likely he just broke all of blue, you know, fist bumped, acted all chill, and then just completely broke the blue player, which is certainly a bold strategy. I think, what did White get? Did he get 11? He actually only got 7, so I think White he hadn't secured electrical. You know, we saw him attack down from here, but he wasn't actually holding this. All right, Blue's getting 10. So, Medbay upper engine, which likely means that if Blue took reactor or security, that White full-on broke him in both spots. We'll see if White ends up with a bonus after this. He may be trying to bait Blue into opening up his capital, which I think would be a questionable play. I mean, Blue is full-on attacking him right now. 8. 8's a weird amount. White trades early. That will give Blue a better trade in. I think that's a mistake by White, unless his cap is open and can play off that. I don't inherently want to open Red up on this next turn, but I am going to get considerably... If I don't get hit at all here, which I don't think my chances of that happening are very high. White is set early. There's a world in which I could just hit him. I'm going to start with 1 extra troop, so 6, and then what? We'll start with 11, I think. Plus 5, yeah. I don't really want to hit black, but I'm not going to have cards here in a moment. This is a very easy to card block map. But yeah, Red, I mean, shout out to Red for sacking 13 troops into my cat. That was genuinely some of the worst slow roll dice I've ever seen. Is he botting out because I cleared him out of here? You got to take a card, man. Wow. A bot out is crazy. Especially because his cap's not that bad. I would like to get his cap. That's a ton of troops placed there. That sets early. I think I still take my card on this spot, though. I want to bait his cap into opening itself to me so I can take it. Purple is getting 5 still, but again, purple's going to be on a set. Black will not. He's starting to try to slow roll this. I don't know how he has the troop count over here, to be honest. A red bot out is nuts. That is bananas. I'm sorry, Black. I can't afford to take that card right now. Huh. What's this roll? 59? No. I don't think I don't know. I didn't want to risk it. I don't think it's worth it yet. He's placing the troops completely to the right as well. Like, I don't think purple's very strong. I think if this white and blue situation boils over, that could be really good for me. It's got 10 here. Blue holds a bunch of extra stuff. Blue's going to be forced either into the bot. This could be good, though, because if blue is forced to break red and he doesn't hit white at all. We knew he would trade. I'd love to see purple run out of troops trying to kill, to eliminate black. Blue goes right into white. I wasn't expecting that. Back down to 8. All right, so the bot doesn't get opened, which is a bit unfortunate. Now, if I open red, the nice thing is red goes after blue and before me. So that bot will make whatever moves it needs to make first. I just hope it doesn't stack in front of me. Very interesting. I didn't think that maneuver on red losing those 13 troops was causing him to quit. I think he had a decent play. Maybe it's possible that blue's got a bunch of material stacked over here. It did place almost its entire trade in on me, though. Because what? It generating 9 and then traded for 8? So 17, we would see this at max 18. It does look like it has placed all of its troops elsewhere, which is good. It doesn't actually take a single card, though. So I think that may have just fortified off cap. In which fortified to the right off cap, too. I think the time to strike it down is afterwards. I want how much is purple's getting 7, gets the 14, 2 extra troops on trade, 14. If purple comes and rolls this, they will trade and immediately we will get the 20 trade. There's probably no reason not to roll black's cap right now, to be honest. Especially if these two have taken everything on the left-hand side. Would have a pretty solid hold here. Purple's going quite slow. Get the 15 trade, get 11. I just don't, I don't know. I feel bad for him. My cap in the middle is pretty strong. I'm sorry, dude, but this is the right choice. I still think the 26 is safe in the middle. That trades me immediately. And purple tried blocking him over here, which I don't think is wise. Nope. We're back to 3. Is that a trade on 3? It is not. I didn't break him over here, but I also think the bot is going to break him. And I didn't open his cap up, too, which is probably pretty good. Blue gets 11, so white, do they finally, like... No, he broke white, and white is just in his cap bonus, seemingly. One of these +2s, right? No extra territories. So that retaliation factor should continue. And there's a possibility. I don't really want to grab red until red's worth the 3 cards. It's also fairly strong now. This player shouldn't have quit, honestly. They had a decent position, especially with black and purple fighting so much. I'm hoping that purple puts 5 in front of me there. But again, I think that this is going to attack off with cap troops to the right. I think it fortified to the right. If I had to guess, to make sure it gets its cards, I didn't see anything pass through. So it either breaks blue or it's going to break purple up here. You know, unless purple's capped directly next to the bonus. It may have be breaking blue, actually. I didn't see it. It fortifies to the left. A ton of troops to the left, mind you. Oh, it took purple's cap, too. It also took the purple player's capital. Is he going to come down into me, or is he going to retake on the bot? Retakes on the bot. That's a ton of troops there as well. Bot, he didn't take the bot's capital, though. So I'm going to play this a little sly. We're not going to let him have the extra bonus. He's playing kind of the safety game right now as well. Defend this over here. He didn't completely clear the bot. I'm going to pull this one away. So the bot still has its capital, and purple may go for this elimination, but it's only 2 cards. I'm on 4, and I'm holding a ton of board. I probably shouldn't be allowed to hold this much board, but I don't know. I'm not complaining. These two seemingly keep hitting each other, and blue is slowly winning that battle because white refuses to break everything. Although the blue player is almost halfway into their turn already. They're not moving. They're not doing anything. I wonder if they're debating the trade-in? Oh, they got broken by the bot, though. Because the bot fortified over, right? Or maybe they didn't. They may not have been broken by the bot. Blue just takes once and chills. Wow. Sets and takes once and chills. That's crazy. And he still kept white pretty limited over here. Still only a 2 bonus game for white. I think I just need to clear right side of the board first. If the bot... My goal here is that the bot takes additional troops. I kill the bot for 3 cards. I think that's my best bet. Also, purple's cap is open, right? So purple we've deemed is capped on hallway. It's actually very interesting that purple never broke red over here. But it also makes sense that purple did not... or that red wouldn't have taken a card off of purple because his only choice was to take it off of blue. The bot does not take a card. That's actually super intriguing. I don't really want to catch it on 2. I don't need to give purple anything extra there. Can I eliminate white? Do we think white's been keeping enough troops on capital? I actually think I do eliminate the bot here. Or, let's hit this. Could probably feed it an extra card. I'm going to do that instead. We'll let white trade first. This big bad boy sits here. Blue goes into white, which I think is expensive. I just think white is actually keeping troops on cap. I haven't seen anything placed in front of me, which is why I didn't want to risk it. This should get the bot to take an extra card. The only downside to this would be, and actually I don't even think it's that much of a downside with what the trades are rounding up to. So trades are going to end up being 35. If white somehow gets up here to kill the bot, the benefit from my position right now, mind you, I'm actually going to have a 3-point hold over the right-hand side. So once I eliminate purple, I don't even have to keep troops on his capital. But essentially, bot attacks to the right. If white somehow comes and gets the bot, it's trapped between purple and I. And I don't think purple wants the smoke, so I'm not sure that he's going to hit me. White is absolutely just blasting blue right now as well. I think it's almost impossible for him to actually secure that elimination here. Just because I imagine blue is keeping troops on cap. He seems smart enough. Are these the 2 remaining red territories? It may have trickled left, although it didn't take many troops on that last turn. So blue may have a huge stack just sitting here on medbay cam that's not allowing the red bot through. And purple may also think that this is the end of red if he's not paying close enough attention to the generation here. He is going to break me. I think that's a mistake. Huh. 27 on cap. That was a big mistake by purple. That is going to get purple absolutely rolled. Because I do trade in off of them. And I will trade in off of the bot. He's got 45 troops there. That is an absurd amount of troops to have off cap. With how he's not, I don't think, strong enough to justify that, to be honest. I will trade in off of this. A pretty even roll there, huh? I gotta make sure I don't path this incorrectly. So I actually can likely afford to just hit blue here and see what happens. Because I've got this 39 goes back to here, so I may as well. Yeah, I don't think these guys are going to have the troops to do anything to me here. Even with a trade-in, I don't think they're going to have enough. He can come hit me. He basically throws his game if he does. Yeah. I mean, that's just a straight-up loss for blue there. Now it just depends on whether or not white sets, right? Because it's going to make more sense for me. White's going to take his stinking cap here, though. Starts with 5, though. If he takes that, he's foolish. I just play off the 39, and I can almost perfectly path it. Need to be able to hit this, and the cap. Everything else is pathed normally. Blue's not on a trade, so it makes sense to target white here. I have a trade on 3. Trades are worth 60. There's almost no way I can't kill him here. He does trade. Does he target blue because they've been bad neighbors to each other? Because I did just hit both of them. I understand that. I thought he was looking at this. Alright, that's pretty much useless, right? Now, blue is the one worth cards. White's not even going to get anywhere with this, so I just straight target blue's cap here, and I'm going to do it off of this territory so that my 39 remains open. I'm going to trade, knowing full well I can come hit blue when he takes a couple more cards. $54. 54. So as nice as the middle capital is, white was not looking at this. So the goal here is let blue get the goal here is let blue get to 5 cards. He botted, right? Yeah. Or not 5 cards, sorry, 3 cards, and then eliminate him. But I think this bot's gonna attack off cap, which will feed those cards to white. A little bit unfortunate, but white doesn't have full pathing to the bot here. So credit to white for sticking around, man. I didn't expect it to be that player. But yeah, the moment I saw blue go into roll caps, unless white was faster, maybe he gets the second cap here. Even then, I'm still the player with the trade on 3. There's not much downside that comes from that. Now we know he's going to hit me, right? Yeah, we knew he was going to hit me. I'm not a fool. Again, I'm going to let the bot to get to more cards here. I will, however, I'm going to do 2 things here. One, let's just do this. Just hit his material, whatever. Chunk it down a little bit, it's easier. We'll eliminate blue on this next turn for 3 cards, and then that should be an easy peasy elimination on blue. And I'm hoping this fortifies forward, just so we know how much we have to take. And I'm also hoping that white, like I'm hoping this opened white up, because we know he doesn't have a trade either. I was kind of anticipating him just playing off of the 46 here, but it seems like he has not done that. Actually manages to get through that there. But yeah, just trying to maximize the cards. Once a player quits like that, like they're obviously not going to do much work. You know, the best he could do here is rolling through my 15 or my 11 cap and trapping the bot here, but then I just come off double capital and hit him. And he obviously did not do that. So we've got the hits here, the hits here, the hits here. He doesn't have a fortify all the way back to capital, so this is just curtains on this game, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let's take home the W. And I will clean up the blue bot real quick. Let's good game, well played, and a big old thumbs up to you. There's the blue elimination. So white wins that battle, and I am in the mood to world dom. So we will take the world domination victory here. Let's go 6 troops there. Cap roll here. Boom, 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 and boom is the victory. We just 11 on 14 that last roll there, which is a little bit ridiculous. This was just a matter of people asked me recently how I read the fog so well, and honestly, it's paying attention to bonuses generated, additional territories held, initial cap positions, seeing where people are acting in the early game when you can still see them, and then watching the cap numbers change in the top. Obviously, in this case, I was the first player to roll a capital, but in other games, it definitely has that impact. Both black and white are master level players. Purple and expert, who's just very, very aggressive into the black player. And I guess black equally aggressive into them. That kind of stuff is going to lose you games if you keep going into each other so heavily. Red intermediate, that just got some of the worst slow roll dice I think I've ever seen. And my break on them, which again I did because otherwise they're going to keep putting all of that pressure on me on the bottom, turned out to be enough to not give them a ton of troops on the bottom that was enough to slow roll me. So cool. If you guys enjoyed this one, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll give you that shout out if you got the public subscriptions on. As always, everybody, I've been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.